Elias stopped eating meat when he was 3 or 4. His mom can't remember, it's been so long. He was 7 when I talked to her. And he doesn't think that anybody else should eat meat either. And he freaks out. He cried and pleaded at his grandmother's at New Year's when he heard that she might cook brisket, until she offered not to. There was the time that he got so upset in a restaurant smelling the meat cooking in the kitchen and seeing all the people around them eat their meals that he had to go sit up front by the door. And it kills him especially to think that his little brother might still be eating animals. His brother Theo, he just turned 5 at the time of this interview, and emphatically is not a vegetarian. What a surprise, 2 brothers. Their mom, Rachel, says that Theo is not asking to eat meat in front of Elias. He's not asking to eat it all that often.
He wants to eat meat sometimes, and I think he feels it's not fair that Elias, I think he calls him the god of food, and that Elias doesn't have the right to be the god of food and tell Theo what to do. It causes a lot of conflict, and I think there are conversations almost every single day around this.
Okay, so quick context. Galapagos Islands, cluster of islands way off the coast of Ecuador in the Pacific. 19 bigger islands, bunch of smaller ones. And this is the place, of course, where Darwin landed in 1835. And as he went island to island, he started noticing that there were all of these creatures that were really similar to each other, but also a little bit different. The tortoises had different shells depending on the kind of island they lived on. The finches looked similar, but their beaks were always a little bit different. And this gets him thinking, what if it isn't the way that everybody always says? What if God didn't create every single species in the beginning and leave them unchanged? What if, in fact, life is purely change? What if everything has been changing all the time? Darwin's 5 weeks on Galapagos pushed him to develop his theory of evolution. And that's also why when we think of evolution, we think of the Galapagos. And in particular, we think of 2 iconic creatures, the tortoise and the finch.
A friendly desert community where the sun is hot, the moon is beautiful, and mysterious lights pass overhead while we all pretend to sleep. Welcome to Night Vale. And now the news. Old woman Josie, out near the car lot, says the angels revealed themselves to her, said they were 10 feet tall, radiant, and one of them was black. Said they helped her with various household chores. One of them changed a light bulb for her, the porch light. She's offering to sell the old light bulb, which has been touched by an angel. It was the black angel, if that sweetens the pot for anyone. If you're interested, contact old woman Josie. She's out near the car lot.
I'm Alex Bloomberg, and for a long time I was a producer at the public radio show This American Life, and also the co-creator of a podcast called Planet Money, where for years I reported on business and the economy. It was a great gig until I decided to do something rash. I decided to take what I learned from reporting on other people's businesses and start my own business.
Are you meeting someone with money?
This is my wife, Nazanin, early one morning a couple months ago, stopping me as I was on my way out the door to do something I'd never done before. Meet a guy who works at a venture capital firm and try to get him to give me money. To invest in my business. A podcast business.
Sejam bem-vindos, seres rapadurianos do Brasil. Está começando mais uma edição do Rapadura Cast. Eu sou Júlio de Filho e no programa de hoje nós vamos falar sobre sniper americano. Estamos aqui com o Thiago Siqueira.
Júlio de Filho, sua mamãezinha disse que violência não resolve problemas, mas resolve.
Excelente, Giovanni Araújo.
Não existe guerra limpa, todas as guerras são sujas e difíceis de entender.
Olha só, nós temos aqui a participação do tradutor e crítico de cinema André Gordirro.
Muito boa noite, boa tarde ou boa manhã, cara, não importa a hora que você esteja ouvindo. E lembre-se, não há dia fácil na guerra, o dia fácil foi ontem.